Have you noticed your eyes looking tired lately? Maybe some dark circles and puffiness? Or have those fine lines and wrinkles begun to show up and you're just not quite sure if fillers and Botox are the right thing for you? Well, one of the things that has always helped me defy my age is the fact that my eyes don't even look close to the 59 years old that I am. In fact, I receive more compliments about my nice eyes these days than I did when I was much younger. And that is no accident. So no matter what the state of the skin around your eyes, there are some things you can do to help them look healthier and more youthful in a very short amount of time. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to professionally address how to improve the eye area without having to resort to invasive procedures. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 36 years. So if you've been looking for expert content here on YouTube where someone walks the talk, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. Now, unfortunately for all of us, skin around the eye is very delicate, it's very thin, and it is always the first area on the face to begin to show the signs of aging, mostly because we have dynamic wrinkles when we smile, frown, cry, laugh, what have you. Those can become static wrinkles over time. So dynamic wrinkles then become static wrinkles. And so it's essential that we give the same amount of TLC to the eye area in our skincare routine as we do everywhere else. The first thing I will say is everyone needs to start taking care of their eyes at a young age. Now, I know I have a lot of viewers and subscribers in their 20s and 30s, and you guys are really skin savvy. So some of you already know this, but for the rest of us, fear not. If you've left off taking care of the skin around your eyes, it's never too late to start. There are still many things you can do to help reverse the signs of aging, giving you refreshed, more youthful, and beautiful, healthy looking eyes. And the good news is my tips I'm going to be sharing with you today are not difficult or expensive. The first one is something I talk a lot about here on the channel, and that is facial massage. I'm really big on facial yoga and exercises, and those are videos you can find easily here on the channel. But facial massage, a gentle, quick facial massage, can help improve superficial circulation, help remove excess lymph fluid from around the eyes in the middle of the face, giving you a much more awake and youthful look. And so simple to do. You want to make sure you use a moisturizer on your skin anytime you are doing any sort of massage, because we don't want to pull the skin. So as I said, simple, so let's do it. This is a moisturizer by Neutrogena. It's hyaluronic acid based. It's their Hydro Boost Gel Cream, but you could use any moisturizer. You just want to dab a little bit of that on the skin to moisten and make it a little bit slippery. Then you want to use your fingertips and always start in the middle of the face, and we're always going to use an upward and outward motion away from the eyes and the middle of the face. So right here, we just upward, just gently massage all the way down to the jawline, from the nose outward, from the forehead upward and outward, from around the eyes, upward and outward, just gently for about 3 to 5 minutes. And you'll notice that my skin now has a rosier, lifted, refreshed look. Next up is to be sure to be applying an eye cream day and night. Now, I know there's a lot of conjecture out there. People tell you don't need them, you don't have to use them, but moisture is the key ingredient to keeping eyes looking youthful, because we don't have a lot of oil glands around our eyes and they tend to be dry. We do not want our eyes to ever be super dried out, because it's going to lead to crepey skin, and it's going to help those dynamic wrinkles become static wrinkles much more quickly. Now, you can use your own moisturizer. That's absolutely fine. I always prefer and recommend eye care products that are formulated for use around the eye, because the ingredient levels in those products are designed to be used around the eye at a level that won't cause irritation, but yet give you beneficial effects, and they tend not to migrate into the eye, which can be very, very irritating. Now, you want to look for eye skin products that are formulated to help lift, tighten, brighten, and improve the health of the skin around the eye. I have reviewed so many of these products on the channel. This is one of my favorites. This is a Skin Renewal Eye Cream by OneSkin. It's just packed full of peptides that actually help improve the molecular structure of the skin. But there are many of those. For those of you who have dark circles and puffiness, products that contain agirreline, that's that Botox in the bottle. It's a peptide that helps minimize muscle contraction just under the skin. No, it is not Botox. It will not give you Botox results, but it will help improve those areas by minimizing the depth of the dynamic wrinkles you make when you smile, laugh, cry, or what have you. In the mornings, it is great to apply a cooling eye gel. Those are products that help depuff the eye, lift and tighten the skin just under and around the eye. You can even use one of those gemstone rollers, chill it in the refrigerator. Anything to help remove and reduce the amount of lymph fluid under the eye is going to help with puffiness. Again, I reviewed many of these types of products here on the channel. I will, as always, put a link down below in the video description box so you can go check out my recommendations and any products we talk about here on the video today. So you don't need to write them down. You can just wait until we're done. Now, for those of you who suffer deep, dark circles, I have some answers for you for these. Dark circles happen to be more prevalent as we get older because, again, skin very thin around the eye, and as this thins out, the eye hollow becomes more apparent because there are a million tiny little blood vessels just behind the skin under our eyes. The two ways I want to talk about addressing dark circles is the use of caffeine or a caffeine serum, because caffeine helps to shrink those capillaries back away from the surface of the skin. No, it doesn't cause any damage, doesn't hurt the capillary. It just moves it back far enough to help decrease the look of those dark circles. Caffeine serums tend to be very inexpensive. This is a triple action eye lift caffeine serum. Again, I'll put a link to this down below in the video description box. You can apply that caffeine serum in the morning and you will get about 6 to 8 hours of a relief of those capillaries. And the great thing about caffeine serum is you can reapply it as often as you need. Now, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, everyone needs to have a good concealer on hand, because there are going to be days where no matter what you do, dark circles and puffiness are just going to get the best of you and you're going to be frustrated. So the end of the day answer to that is to have a good concealer. Now, this is mine. You can see that it's green. Different concealer colors work differently on different colors of skin, pigment, and tone. So if your dark circles tend to be purple or blue, a yellow concealer is going to be better for you. If you're like me and your dark circles tend to have a reddish tint, then a green tinted concealer like mine is going to work better for you. And you always want to choose one that's just a tiny bit lighter than your skin, so it helps brighten and lift the area under the eye. Very simple to apply. I'm just going to dab this on this eye right here. You can use your little finger and just blend that in. Again, try not to stretch or tug at the skin. And you can see that it just made a difference right here on camera. But on days when nothing seems to work for those dark circles, a concealer can be your best friend. So that's for dark circles. But what if I have extra puffiness that just doesn't want to go away? Well, there are products designed to help tighten that skin, push back that lymph fluid, and give you a lifted look for up to 8 hours a day. Now, one of the ones I talk about here on the channel all the time that I use is Instatox. So if you had a night where you didn't get very much sleep, these type of products can work very well. They are made with ingredients like silicates from clay that work on the very surface of the skin to pull skin cells together and tighten them. Again, this one by Serious Skincare, Instatox, is one of my favorites. You just take a little bit of this product and it does not take much, just a tiny amount. Then you just dab it under your eyes like so. Just blend it in until you begin to feel that it's being absorbed and you can stop. Now, you're not supposed to talk while using Instatox to let it sit up, but we're doing a video, so I'm talking. But within a couple of minutes, the Instatox is absorbed and will work up to 8 hours, tightening and holding the skin firm, and you will feel it work. Now, the other great thing I like about Instatox, it's one of the few of these type of products you could actually mix some in your moisturizer or your eye cream and it will still do the job. Whereas a lot of other under eye tighteners, you have to use them alone. You can't even use them with foundation and they don't work and last as well. The next key for younger, healthier looking eyes is to take a look at your salt intake. Make sure that it's not high, that you try to lower it, because extra salt in the body means extra fluid, which means extra lymph fluid under and around your eyes. And many times we see when a person reduces their salt intake, not only do they hold less water everywhere else, but the face and eyes look much less puffy. So take a look at your salt intake and make sure you're not overdoing it. All right, now we're all guilty of spending lots of time on our devices. I do it too. I'm on one right now being filmed. So phones, laptops, iPads, what have you, that blue light that's emitted from those screens to our face is not helpful to our eye health or our skin. There have been numerous studies linking blue light exposure to some of the same damage we see in skin that we see in photoaging from the sun. So it's a good thing to track and be mindful of how much time you're spending on your devices and using those screen materials to help block that blue light or that option on your smartphone. The less blue light hitting your face, the better your eyes are going to be and look. Now, in the beginning of this video, I said some of these would be very inexpensive, and they don't get any less expensive than these that I'm about to talk about. In fact, I am reaching back into the depths of skincare antiquity for these, but they actually work. Applying sliced chilled cucumbers to your eyes will work. Chilled cucumber helps reduce inflammation, refreshes and hydrates the eyes, and also helps shrink back those capillaries and reduce lymph fluid. So even though that technique has been around a while, it works, as does chilled tea bags. Remember, we just talked about caffeine. Caffeine is very helpful around the eye and making it look refreshed, shrinking back those capillaries, and really helping reduce those dark circles. Chilled tea bags, I even still use those today. Warm tea bags are also great if you have irritated, dry, or inflamed eyelids. A warm chamomile tea bag can help reduce inflammation and redness and irritation, giving you back refreshed, much better feeling eyes. But wait, have you heard about this one? Actually using russet or white potato slices chilled in the refrigerator on your eyes does all of the same things we just talked about that cucumber does, but because of the enzymes in the potato, it actually does a tightening effect. So chilled potato slices, especially if you have puffy eyes, will really brighten and tighten that skin for just pennies. And then of course it would not be me or my channel if I did not bring up and talk about the fact that you need to protect your eye area from the damaging effects of the sun. Now, sunglasses, and these are ugly, I know, they're ugly sunglasses, must be worn when you're outdoors. Two things. One, it protects your eyes and the skin around your eyes from the damaging effects of the sun, but it keeps you from squinting. And that's those dynamic wrinkles that will turn into static wrinkles if you squint all the time. So very important to protect your eyes from the sun using sunglasses, and of course a sunscreen designed to be used around the eyes. Yes, there are such things. And again, I'll put recommendations for sunscreens down below in the video description box. You'll have everything we talked about here on the channel today. Just using one or any of these alone would make a big difference, but used together, they can really turn back the clock on the aging skin around your eyes. Now, I hope you guys found this video helpful today. If you did, please like it and share it out. It really helps my channel. And for even more ways to roll back that clock on skin aging, be sure and check out this video that's coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate you so much. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.